Cheers everybody, welcome to a very special beer review. In this beer review we've got this. Now what can I tell you about this? Well, this beer was kindly sent to me from Matthew Barker. Thank you, mate, for sending me this. Thank you for the support you've shown me on this channel. I really appreciate it, I really do. And this beer is, I'll read the label for you first. This beer is a Danish wild ale with late picked Riesling grapes from Paulinsberg Vineyard. Now this is a Mikkeller beer, Mikkeller Baghaven beer. There you go. This is a 2019 release, and as you can see, the bottle has been kept in Matthew's garage for a fair bit, so he's aged this. Because as you can see, I showed a bottle which's got lots of cobwebs and dust and everything over this. So I'm going to read you a blurb about this because I'm not too familiar with Mikkeller Baghaven. Okay. So it says, yet another game changer in the history of Mikkeller. The opening of Baghaven marked the moment when finally spontaneously fermented sour beer, which is this, was made using local terroir. Importing skilled American brewer Aaron Schmidt to head up operations of Baghaven helped establish the foundation of a location that would fuse tradition with cutting-edge innovation. Baghaven is home to 12 large oak foeders, ranging in size from 3,000 to 7,000 litres and over 50 225 litre California Chardonnay barrels. Now this is a 2019 version. This has been aged prior to 2019 for 18 to 24 months. So this was first conceived, you could say, back in 2016. 2017. So these oak vessels house beers where wild yeast and bacteria transform the liquid inside into products with incredible depth and complexity. In addition to barrel aging, the in-house microbiology lab allows us to maintain our yeast and bacteria cultures and also isolate new strains from the air, fruit skins and various other sources. These wild strains bring a unique character that give the beer a true Copenhagen DNA. Expect to see a variety of fruity wild ales, rustic saisons and other experimental styles being produced under the Baghaven brand. True to the style of this beer, which takes time and patience, Baghaven has slowly but surely made a name for themselves in the international beer community. This is especially true in the summertime with a beautiful waterfront tasting room, providing the perfect spot for a beer in the sun. It's not sunny, it's pretty miserable out there, to be honest. So let's give it a go, shall we? I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. Like I say, he's aged this and it's been aged upon age. I don't know if it's going to explode or not. I can't tell you. We'll soon find out, won't we? So, without further ado, hopefully it's not going to fly off. These are, hopefully it won't fly off and kill someone or kill a cat. So, here we go. There she is, there's the cork. Better put that somewhere, just in case a cat decides to eat it and give me a nice big vet's bill. I'll just pause it. She's open, so this hasn't seen the light of day for a good few years, so let's get a whiff. Oh, you get them grapes. Get the Riesling grapes. Oh, it smells slightly funky. white grape, Riesling. Is it Riesling or Riesling? Put it in the comments. Yeah, it smells nice. Let's pour it out. See what it's all about. As you can see, it looks, you know, the colour slightly off. It does look, it's like haziness to that. It does remind me of, there's a yeast cloud in there as well. It does remind me of a sparkling wine, if you want to call it that. So it's 8.5% ABV. Don't know if I've mentioned that already. So it's 8.5% ABV. So let's have a look at it. So as you can see, it's, you know, there's a slight hue to that, can't you? You can see a cloud in it. Kind of like a watermelon kind of like look to it. Watermelon look. It looks like a water. I think someone more, this is the type of beer where someone a little bit more qualified should really comment on this, because I think somebody who's a little bit more of a connoisseur, because instead of this old yob drinking it and reviewing it, I think deserves someone a little bit more refined than me. Anyway, in the glass there's a slight acidicness. There's that funky wild yeast you get. It smells absolutely delightful. Now, I'm a big fan of lambics and wild beers and everything. That's something, there's a cat here there. I'm dragging this review through the gutter. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to make a toast to Matthew. Thank you, mate, for this. Happy New Year to you and your family. Look after yourselves. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to you, your mum and Jim and everybody there. And thank you, as always, for supporting the channel. You know, with people like Matthew, you know, it makes this job worthwhile. It really does. So cheers to you all. So I'm going to go in. Get the Riesling grapes straight away. There's a real acidicness to this as you go in. The mouthfeel is of a sparkling wine in a way. But what really hits home is the wildness. You can pick up that wild yeast. You pick up, like I say, the Riesling grapes through and through. It's slightly dry on the back end, but the 8.5 is within that taste of them grapes for me. There's a slight hint of alcohol there. You can pick it up, but it's within that big grape taste, and you can feel the funkiness just floating around your mouth. It's so funky. It's got more funk, this more there's more funk to this than oh God, I can't think of it. There's more funk to this than George Clinton and Parliament. Look that up. I'll go in again. It's a sipper, and it's, you know, a beer for the occasion. It's a beer for the family, around the table, sharing a bottle of this. The body of the beer, that you do pick up that 8.5 within the body. You can feel it there. Going again. It's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You see, some people who don't explore into different beer styles, fair enough, everybody's to their own. This could be a beer which is, very much quickly dismissed by a lot of people as too acidic, for starters. But I just think it's just right. I just think it's just right. I'm going again. There's a slight leafiness there to it, like a salad type note to it as well. But overall, this stuff is like I say, this stuff is on a different level to a lot of the beers I drink, and everything. And it's to be appreciated more than anything, and just steady away with. To be honest, nice big block of cheese. I fancy a bit of cheese now with this, because you just need to have the right mindset for beers like this to appreciate them. Because if you just want a run-of-the-mill ale, if you're into your ales, or into your lagers, you will run a mile from this, believe you me. That's what I think makes beer interesting to a degree. You got all these different styles, from country to country even, and some get overlooked, some don't get overlooked, of course. But coming back to this, I'm waffling on, and I'm absolutely waffling on. I know what a waffle is. Danny, if you're watching, I know what a waffle is, mate. Getting back to this, it's wonderful. It is absolutely one of them beers you need to try. Definitely. Again, thank you, Matthew. And thank you for watching this. What else can I say about it? This one, Baghaven, from Mikkeller. I do hope I've given it a half decent review, what it warrants, basically. Thank you very much for watching this one. Look after yourselves. See you on my next one. Bib bib.